Mid's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
El aceite para nuestro barquito volador.
This should be enough.
Vale. Dado botón. Vale, pues aquí está, pues acá. Y a ver, la dama y aquí detrás. Y aquí detrás.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
And who'll pay for that?
Y
Who do you
cofre.
think?
Gracias. Hablar con este.
I'm nervous. Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, master.
Please.
Bueno, pues
just
entre
sit.
el metro y el God
There are
of
no
War
masters here.
haré una encuesta en
Your
Twitter.
life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a
¿Qué
scout,
problema?
yes.
¿Quién, yo? ¿Para ser espía?
You are aware of the
No pasa
dangers
por
inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed
Pondré
me.
en Twitter
No magic, no
una
support,
encuesta
just
entre
one
Metro
man
y
and his
God of War
nose.
Chains of Olympus.
Came and
Es
sniffed
el que
me
toca.
out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
Aunque
I'm sure he'd be flattered.
debería tener en
You
cuenta
clearly have good
que ya no tengo
intentions,
capturado.
Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine curse breaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient.
Sí.
You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember,
Pero,
Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
habrá que ir a sacarle las castañas del fuego a este, ¿verdad?
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right,
Hablar con la
Ember.
dama primero.
Impress me.
La dama.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
I would speak with this duke.
Entonces van a estar en problemas con el duque.
Your
Vaya.
town needs you. I need you.
Hombre,
But the Duke would have me.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizen's watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been
otra vez. Sí. Oh, me cago en la puta.
do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
La está
As you
mirando con
know,
mucho odio,
my
¿eh?
father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people.
Estoy de acuerdo.
He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him by all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be
Esta
one
señora
man.
habla muy despacio y me duerme.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
Que cobra por hora.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed.
Pues le sale muy bien.
But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve.
Dios, tiene
Which
un
may be
tono de
enough to
voz que
seal
me
the fate of
duerme.
this town.
A ver.
Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Ya, es que los tríos son muy tentadores. Razón. Vale. Después de esto... Philip.
He'd have our coin, our stock and our stalls, and we're just supposed
So you are content to abandon...
Voy a por cafeína. Esa
Please,
señora ha tirado
I
morfeo y
beseech
casi
you.
me da.
If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for
Señora,
your
igual estás
help.
exagerando un poco, ¿eh? Señorita.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Vale, hombre,
Right.
sí, ya voy
Where
yo
should
a
I
matar a
look?
Cásicos,
You
total.
know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the
Nada.
other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Muy bien. Pero ten cuidado. Vale, uno lo tenemos aquí, el otro lo tenemos aquí. Perfecto.
Damn it. The reports were true.
Quiero decir, yo aquí no veo nada.
I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Esto hay que cargarlo.
This one.
Vale, cargado. Juntaos, juntaos, juntaos. Un poco más, un poco más. Perfecto. Perfecto. Nada más experiencia. El llevar al perro a la cabaña que esto. Muy bien, Terra.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. Are you all right?
Sí.
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, that's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling
mira la
towards her
pieza.
father. She'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their
No
country?
hay nación sin pueblo, señor.
The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she
Ferry.
teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
Pinto cara.
You will hold your tongue, whore.
No te metas con Isabel, eh.
You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive!
Estaban pensando en un...
I met a swarm
¿Qué?
of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Cairnarvon
Ah,
and there
retirada.
make our stand.
Claro, a la ciudad que le den por culo, ¿verdad?
Did you hear me? That was an order.
No hay nación sin pueblo, señor.
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
Whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
¡Grande, Philip! ¡Grande! Sí, Fervit, lo han dicho, sí, ha sonado. Han usado la palabra. La auténtica.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still one for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go
Vamos a
somewhere
dar
to evening the
espectáculo,
odds.
Clive.
Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands?
Perdón.
I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead
Estuve
the party
mirando lo
down that way
del,
so
lo
we
del
don't get
micrófono,
taken by
Fervit. Estuve
surprise.
mirando lo del wave.
What about you?
El wave 1 de
I'll make my way up the
forma,
road to Oriflamme.
digamos,
I fought a few
oficial.
of these things.
No sé, no,
Well, I
no lo he
can't promise to
encontrado
hold them all
para
back.
comprar.
I should be able to thin the
Tendría que
herd.
ser de segunda mano,
Alright.
siempre.
But take care.
O por terceros.
Thank you, both of you.
Pero terceros muy
You can
terceros.
thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Aquí para allá. El Wave Trap sí, el Wave Des está en
We can help with the
la página
wounded.
del gato y... Hola, vengo a dar espectáculo.
There are so many of them.
Not for long.
¿Dónde vas? Ah, ¿te crees tú que vas? salió el XLR, lo quitaron. Sí, el XLR era como otro. No me fijé en cuál era, pero vamos. No era el 3. No sé qué diferencia hay.
Is it over? No. It's only just begun.
Una mierda de estas. Toma, toda la carita. Es el Wave de X, o sea, sería como el Wave 2. Por ponerle un apellido. Aparte del micro necesitas un intercambio para estar y pasar lo que viene siendo un dark. Uy, ha quedado a 2 de vida el cabrón. Convertir la señal del micro y darle potencia extra. Ajá.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again. As did you, Sabine. His Radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her
Es que no hay
citizens.
nación sin pueblo.
I forgot that. And I
Y no
am
me bajas de
sorry.
la burra.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt.
Sí, pero no tengo dinero. O
But my
sea,
anger
soy pobre.
got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear.
Es lo que
This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your Ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work
No, no,
together.
aunque me pague
Join
tú,
us in this.
tampoco tendría.
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madam Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see.
Me encanta
that
la
it is
iluminación,
not
tío.
men
Cómo
like me
se
who
mueven
should
las
lead the
putas
realm,
nubes y va dando más o menos el sol.
but women like
maravilloso.
her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, my lady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sandbreck,
A ver si es
but
verdad.
for us.
A ver si es verdad.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Can we get you anything?
En términos generales, igualmente me parece un juego bastante más oscuro. Sí, la temática yo también diría que es más oscura.
There's no need to worry any longer.
I saw several
Y más adulta
soldiers
sería la
being
palabra
carried to the
correcta.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
Sí, 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 sé a lo que te
You've helped
refieres.
quite enough for one day, Clive.
Pero adulto,
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
temática
Oh, but I must.
adulto
After
no
all
quiere
you've done
decir
for
que se
this
traten
town,
temas
it
adultos.
is the
Quiere decir
very
que no
least you deserve.
toman al espectador
Tell
por
me,
tonto.
if Northridge
Las
had
cosas son
fallen,
como son.
what would you
La
have done?
realidad es la realidad. ¡Hola,
One of your
Gesti!
means could find
¿Qué
out anywhere
tal?
in the
¡Feliz
realm.
año!
But I sense you would rather have died here.
Orisito.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Es que, no sé, es que hay momentos en los que están hablando así y de
Very
repente es
well.
que se le ilumina toda la cara y se vuelve a oscurecer y
Long
se me parece
ago,
flipante.
I had a life in the crystalline dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility.
Por ejemplo, con adulto, me he visto 2 capítulos de la nueva serie de Percy Jackson. Y la temática es muchísimo menos adulta que las pelis.
From ever
Tengo que
looking at
seguir
me
viéndola,
again.
pero bueno.
And so
Mi
we
primera
fled.
impresión ha sido esa, que es
Not that
como,
we had
me
anywhere
estáis
to
tratando de
flee to.
gilipollas.
We
Igual la
wandered,
serie está orientada a gente de
aimless
X
and
edad, puede
starving.
ser, pero tampoco hace
half
falta que lo
dreading,
trates de
half
gilipollas.
praying that the next day would be our last.
Esa impresión me dio
Until
a
we
mí,
found
vaya.
ourselves here, in Northreach,
El coche
It was
nuevo de
the
esta
veil
semana
that
de los
took us
GTA
in.
V.
that fed
Spoiler.
us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed at least. My love was already too far gone.
Esta misma historia contada de
He
otra
passed
forma,
away.
igual no te parece tan adulta,
He did. Not
porque te la
long
explican
after
de
we
otra forma.
arrived.
Es la forma de
But
explicar
at
las
least
cosas,
we were able to share a few moments of peace
de
before the end.
contarlas y de
It was
mostrarlas.
the
y-
greatest gift I have ever received.
Todo
But
eso.
the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief, shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either.
Órdenes, señora.
I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
¡Ojo! Sí que es experiencia. Vale. Oricalco. Ojo, me queda otro, me parece. Ojito que Oricalco, creo que me queda otro. Vamos para acá. Que se me acerca. ¡Ay! La he cagado. No quería hacer eso. No, está muerto, pero no me sube más. Claro. Está feo. No sé qué llevo peor, los microcostes de stream o que pete la capturadora. La verdad.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Vale, venga, ahora sí. Carga. Perfecto. caído al suelo y ya le estoy tirando el ataque, chaval. Dale ahí. Muerto. 81.000. Reventado. Reventadito.
Ember, are you?
Ember.
Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
Vale.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is
Bueno.
Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you then, his heir. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Hombre, tampoco debería quedarse
will await your evaluation back at
acojonado
the
por los
hideaway.
bichos.
Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
Ha tenido potra.
This won't be an easy decision.
Si no llegamos a ir, se muere. Vale, next. Next. Vamos para acá. Joder, aquí a tomar por